Hello everyone, welcome to the Tech Core Concept. I am Nitesh and today we will be talking about Git in more details. If you have any concerns or questions regarding the basic Git commands, then I recommend you to check my previous video of this series Git tutorial for beginners and then watch this video. I'll cover or summarize all the commands which we use in the first video within a couple of minutes here. We use git init, which is used to initialize the empty repository in the current working directory. We use git add dot, which is used to add all the files in the current working directory to the git staging environment. We used git commit -m and the message to commit all the files from the staging environment to the git repository. We used git status to check the status of the current working environment or the current working directory. We use git difference, which is used to see the differences between the current directory and the staging server. In case if you want to see the difference between staging environment and the git repository, then you have to add a flag called staged. Then we used git log to see all the logs or all the logs for the commits what you have done in previously. So that's all what we discussed in the previous chapter. Now in case if you want to see the log, as I said, you can run the command git log. In case if you want to see the log from a particular author, then you can run git log author and the name of the author. Please note that you don't need to put the complete name of the author. In case if you just put tag, then it will check that phrase, and if that is available in the author name, then it will show. So that's why if you put core, then also it will output the same thing. Okay, now in case if you want to see the log from this particular author after a particular date, then the command is available git log author core, and then add another flag called after, and then put the date in mmddyy fashion. So it is 06/06/2017, then it is showing. And if I put today's date, which is 7, then it don't show anything. Simple enough. In case if you want to see all the flags which are available with git log command, then you can just press git log and then --help. This will open the git manual for this git log command, and you can see that there are n number of flags available, like skip, by which you can skip the number of records for this log, since, until, author, which we used, greep, which is used for like regular expression match. So there are a number of flags available, and I won't be covering it into this video, otherwise this video will be too much long. I request you to check all the different flags and let me know in case if you find anything which is not clearly understood. Now to come out of the hell, you need to press colon and then Q. Okay, now let's see what is there in our first.txt file right now. Okay, so there are 3 lines. Now I am making a change here. This is the 4th line of the file. Okay, and I'm making a change here. Now before digging into more here, I would like you to introduce the graphical user interface of Git called GitHub Desktop, and you can download it from this particular URL, desktop.github.com, and then just press this button, download for Mac OS X. Once you will download this, you can just follow the process of installer, and it will be installed and it will be looking like this. Now this is a graphical user interface, and it by this you can do all the things which you were doing in the command prompt or terminal. So in case if somebody don't want to remember all those commands and just want to work on the graphical user interface, then this is the software which you can use. Now if you click on plus to add a repository, you get 3 options: add, create and clone. We will cover clone in our section when we will be talking about github.com. In this section we will be only covering add and create. create is used to create an empty repository with this name on the local path, and it is similar to the command php git init. Okay, and in case if you want to add a existing repository, then you can just put the local path and click on add repository. Now here you can see that there are 3 commits which I have done, which is similar to the one what I am getting here. Okay, so and it is showing me that there is one uncommit change, which is this line which I have added recently. And if I run git status here, yes, this file has been modified, and if I run git diff, then it will show me the same thing, that this is the file line which has been added into this file. Okay, now let's add it to the staging server. If I run the git difference now, there is nothing. But in case if I want to see the difference between the staging environment and the GitHub repository, the last commit, then I can run git diff -- staged. Okay, simple enough. Here you have the difference, and here is still saying one uncommitted changes, because yes, we haven't committed this change yet to the git repository. Now say for example you have a situation where you don't want to commit this change, or you want that this file should be removed from the staging server somehow. Yes, that is possible. You can reset the head of this file. How you can do that? You can just run the command git reset head and then the file name. Okay, it's saying unstage changes after reset m first.txt, and what the command has did, that if you will run the git status again, you will be again able to see that there is a file which has been modified, and if you will run git diff, then again it is showing that this is the new line which you have added recently. Previously, when we committed this file to the staging server, the git diff was not showing anything, but git diff -- staged was showing something because it was on the staging server. So now we have removed this file from the staging server, and the current working directory is showing a difference. Okay, now there might be a situation where you have done something wrong with the file and you want to take a backup, or I can say that you want to switch this file to the last saved version or last committed version what you have for this particular file. Yes, you can do that. There's a command called git checkout, and then you can put the name of the file first.txt, enter. Now if I run the git status, it says nothing to commit, working tree clean, git difference, nothing is there. And if I run the git nano first.txt, okay, that 4th line has been removed. That means in case if you are using git and you want to get to the position of the last committed section of a particular file or for the entire directory, then you can do this via the git checkout method very easily. Okay, now let's talk about a concept of the git called branches. There might be a situation where you are working in a file and you want to test something, or you want to do some changes, but you don't want to touch the master file. For an example, right now if I'll run nano first.txt, then these are the 3 lines, or I can say 3 lines of code which I have written in the first.txt file, and I want to keep this as it is. I want to write something, but I don't want to touch this file, and I want that new thing which I'll be writing, that should be stored somewhere else, and later if I feel that that is good, then only I'll merge this to the this master file, so that master file keep itself intact and I can anytime copy the master file whenever required. Is it possible with Git? Yes, that is. That's the concept what we are talking about, is branches. So in case of when you are using Git and when you initialize the empty repository, the first branch which is used by default is called master, and that's the default branch of the Git. So in case if you want to add another branch, yes, that is possible. You can write the command git checkout -b, which is used for creating a new branch in case if it is not exist, if does not exist, new. Now it's shown the message switched to a new branch, new. Now we are in the new branch, and in case if we'll be seeing here you can see that there is a new branch, and we have shifted our control to the new branch now. And there are no uncommitted changes. And in case if I'll see history, there is no history for this branch specifically, right? Okay. Now if you want, you can just run the command nano first.txt to see the file. Okay, this is strange because I created a new branch, but how come this first.txt is there? So remember, whenever you are creating a new branch, it will be always copying from the branch where you stand. So right now we were on the master branch, so it just copied all the files or created a clone in that particular branch. Okay, now let's make some change here. This is the fourth line of the file. It's X, yes. Okay, now I'm adding it, committing this. This is the fourth commit of first.txt. Done. Now if you will run nano first.txt, then you can see that yes, there is the fourth line. Now let's check out to our master branch. You can do this by running the command git checkout master. It's saying switched to branch master. And now if I run nano first.txt, oh, very good. Now you can see that this first.txt file does not have that particular line which was in the new branch. Very good. Now you can keep n number of copies of a particular file and keep on working on it. So in case if you have a project and you want to work on a file and want to show 2-3 versions of the file with different modules, then yes, you can do that by creating separate branches. And whenever your client agrees on a particular change, you can merge that particular branch to the master branch. Now how you can merge? Okay, let's check that out too. Say for example, right now we are on the master branch and I want to merge the particular line of code which I have done in the new to the master. Then the command is git merge new. Okay, so it's saying it has updated my file and one file has been changed. Of course there is only one file, that's why it's showing that merge has just changed one file, and it has shown that one insertion has been made. Now if I come here, you can see that the fourth commit I have done on the new branch, but now it is showing in the master also with this particular line of code. And if I run now nano first.txt, then it will show the fourth line too, which was not showing previously before the merge. Now let me tell you one more thing before we conclude this video, is how you handle the merge conflicts. So let's do one thing, add something in here. I am adding another line. This is the fifth line of the file. Okay, git add dot git commit -m. This is the fifth commit on master for first.txt. Okay, now let's change the branch to new. Okay, and then open the first.txt. Yes, we do not have the fifth line here, so we will add it this is the fifth line of the file for new branch. Okay, and then git add dot git commit minus m. This is the fifth commit on new branch for first.txt. Okay, now if I go to git checkout master again and open the nano first.txt, sorry, then I can see that yes, it's the right version what I have. If I run the git merge command, let's see what happened. Oh, it's saying auto merging first.txt conflict. Merge conflict in the first.txt file, automatic merge failed, fix conflicts and then commit the result. What does it mean? It means that in case if you will open the first.txt file here, you will see that it's showing both of the lines here. So why it is doing so? Remember, we edited the same line number in both the new and the master branch. So git do not know that which line it should keep from which branch. Obviously both the editings has been done on the line number 1. So git included both the things in this file, and git is saying this is the conflict which I cannot handle. You can handle it at your own. Just keep the line what you want to keep and save this file and commit. If I go to software, GitHub, I can see the same thing here, one uncommitted change in, and if I run this, here you go. You can see that this is the same thing. Now let's go to here and say, for example, we don't want to keep the file line from this one, so we will just edit this, or you can keep both, means it's up to you, and we will remove this also. Okay, so all agree this is the final version what we want to keep. We'll say Control X, yes, and then we'll say git add dot git commit minus m final output. Okay, so this is saved in the master, and if I run git log, yes, now it's showing me the final output one. Okay, the last thing which I want to catch in this video tutorial is the checking out on a particular stage. So for an example, now you want to go to the stage, or you want the file first.txt from the initial stage where it was. So say, let's take an example that you want this particular version when you committed the second time this first.txt file, you want this file to be in that position. You want to remove all the changes what you have done before after that, and you just want that version of the file in this folder. How you can do that? It's pretty easy. You can just run the command git checkout. Before running that, I would like to show you first.txt. This is the one which we have saved. So if I run the command git checkout and then this commit ID. Okay, so now the git your version of the first.txt file is shifted to this version, and if you want to see that, if you don't trust me, then just run this, right? This is the second line of the file what I was talking about, and this is the second version actually what I was talking about, which you have just recovered from the Git repository. So congratulations, now you know how you can initialize the repository, how you can add different versions to the repository, how you can take out the version from the repository, how you can check out a particular file in case if you don't want to keep the changes, how you can create new branches, and how you can merge the branches, and of course how you can manage the conflicts. So that's enough for now for this video. In the next video, I'll be talking about github.com, and probably I'll be covering it in two videos, because in first video I'll be talking about the basic concepts of the github.com, and in second video I'll be digging deeper into it. So thank you very much for watching this video. In case if you have any questions, please put that in the comments and I'll be happy to work on that. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe and